Okay, so I'm trying this for the first time live on Periscope. So for the last week or so I've been doing these vlogs, posting them up on YouTube, so recording them and then posting them up later. But today I'm going to try and do it live. So here I am walking through the streets of London, currently walking down Charlotte Street. So each day, instead of getting the tube from my co-working space every evening back from Euston to Victoria, I walk instead, and while I walk I talk, hence the name Walk and Talk. So today, or over the last 7 days, I've been doing my list of keys to success in life, not just business but life, and today I want to talk about daring greatly. So what do I mean by that? Well, there's a great book by a lady called Brené Brown, and she has done a whole thing about vulnerability. All of us in life are quite scared of being vulnerable to things in life, and we put up these shields, these masks, to kind of deflect ourselves from feeling vulnerable. So as men, we've all got to be tough and strong, and we can't show our emotions, and as women, we've all got to obviously look pretty and be good mothers, and all these kind of gender roles that are enforced upon us in society. Also, a lot of society is based on fear and shame. So at school, or by our parents, or even by our bosses, we're quite often shamed. So instead of saying, this time you told a lie, we're just branded as liars. And if we're branded as liars, there's no room for improvement. We're shamed, rather than made to feel guilty, and therefore thinking we have a choice to change things. So it's quite important in life just avoiding getting run down by a taxi, but it's quite important in life to remove those vulnerability shields and not be frightened of showing our vulnerabilities to the world. And this is what takes a lot of courage and a lot of bravery. And there's a great quote that Brené Brown puts at the start of her book by Teddy Roosevelt, and he talks in one of his famous speeches about it's important to step into the ring, to not worry about our critics. So that's what we mean about vulnerabilities, to step into the ring of life, take a few knocks, prepared to be vulnerable, and not worry about the critics that are sat there in the wings, so to speak, criticising what we're doing. So that's what I mean about daring greatly. Be brave enough to get out there, not worry about what critics think about what you're doing, prepared to be vulnerable, prepared to get knocked down and get back up again, and then get out there and show the world what you really are. A lot of us are held up by fear and not wishing to show our vulnerability to the world, so we put up these shields, these masks, to stop others from seeing our true selves, because we're frightened of failure, we're frightened of being exposed, we're frightened of being laughed at. So for me, number 7 on the list of the keys to success is get out there and dare to be great. So if you want to find out more about that, there's a book by a lady called Brené Brown. You can look her up on YouTube. She's done some great TED Talks, and she wrote a book called Daring Greatly, which talks all about vulnerability. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can look at my YouTube channel. It's under my name, Philip Dodson, and also my WordPress blog, which is philipdodson.wordpress.com. Thanks for tuning in. A bit more of the streets of London while I work out actually how to end the broadcast. There we go. Stop broadcast.